Hello, my lovelies. So, today we're going to talk about a very difficult topic, which is sexual abuse. First off, like all my videos, I feel like I should say that I'm not a professional. The views in this video are just my opinions, and I'm not a doctor, a psychiatrist, or a psychologist. And that if you're ever facing sexual abuse, you should seek help immediately. With that being said, sexual abuse is a very serious thing. It can impact your life in ways you can't even fathom. And it comes in many forms. The most common is rape or molestation. And it's strange to admit this, but I have been sexually abused. I was young. I was a teenager. But, it wasn't a family member. But it was someone close to the family. And this went on for years. I could have stopped it at any time. Just by going to someone. But it wasn't easy. You feel ashamed. You feel like it's your fault. And they sometimes make you feel like it's your fault. They groom you to the point that you don't feel like you can go to anyone, whether it's using fear, like threats that they would hurt your family or your loved ones, or psychological, where they make you feel that you're the one that asked for it or deserved it. No matter what they're doing, if you're being sexually abused, you need to find help immediately. If you're still in school, go to a teacher. Go to your school counselor. That's what I did. It took me a long time, but the abuse affected my entire teenage years. It triggered my depression. It caused my suicidal thoughts. It changed who I grew up to be. And, that's something that I have to deal with now, but I've managed to let go of it, and live with it. Because it's in the past, but not everyone's that lucky to be able to just move on. Some people don't. It comes in many forms, and there's even such a thing as sexual abuse while you're in a relationship. And if you're ever in a situation where you don't want to have sex and someone somehow forces you through any means, that's sexual abuse. Whether it's guilt or physical force or emotional abuse, it's still some form of sexual abuse. And you need to find help. Whether it's a loved one or a person at school, a police officer, anything. If your parents aren't involved in it, because, I'm not sure exactly who it is, but if your parents aren't involved in it, then go to your parents. They love you and they want to protect you. It's never your fault. There's no reason you should blame yourself. And it happens to a lot of people, believe it or not. And you should never be ashamed. You should never be afraid of telling someone. Even if the person is telling you it's your fault, or telling you you want it, or blaming you. If you don't, and you've told this person no, then then it's not your fault. You can find help, and you can get yourself out of this situation. Thankfully, I managed to get myself out of the situation, and that person was brought to justice. I don't have to worry about it anymore because that person isn't alive anymore. But it forever changed who I am. It's a deep psychological change for a lot of people. And never blame the victims. Sure, we all make mistakes. In the event of date rape, or just rape in general, I mean, how are you supposed to know that person was going to slip a roofie inside your drink? How are you supposed to know that person you trusted was going to betray you like that? It's never your fault. You should never be ashamed or afraid to come forward. People that do that kind of thing to someone, especially children, should be brought to justice. That's not okay. And if you're being abused like that, or you know someone who's being abused like that, you need to get them help. Sure, if your friend's being abused like that, they might not necessarily express appreciation right away. Some people are in abusive relationships, and even though it's a sexually abusive relationship, they still feel like they love the person. And they'll be mad at you if you turn that person in. But you need to. They might not be happy about you doing it, but they need help. Just like you do if you're going through this. Rape and sexual abuse is very serious. It makes you feel like a victim. It makes you feel isolated and ashamed and embarrassed and like you are dirty. It makes you feel like you're disgusting. And like some form of privacy and some right has been violated. Very deeply violated. Like someone has just taken everything from you. No one should experience that. So, please, if you are experiencing it, or someone you know is experiencing it, find help. If you need help, where to go, then let me know in the comments below, and I will see what I can do as far as finding you help in your region or location. I mean, I'm in America, but I'm sure all the other countries have outlets and resources just as well. So, this is one of my shorter ones, but it's pretty straightforward. So, I hope you'll join me for another episode, where we'll touch base on another issue. So, thank you for joining me. Hi guys, thank you for watching my video. It means a lot to me. If you like what you see, why not like or comment, or if you really want to stay up to date on my videos, you can hit the subscribe button, which should be right under this video. I believe it should be right about there. So, thank you again for joining me, and I really appreciate it.